I'm off hunting the wild muscadine, which actually it's not much of a hunt since I know exactly where they grow. I've got this one big vine, grows not far from the edge of our orchard. Muscadine is a native wild grape, makes these big grapes in loose clusters. The grapes are just way up there, all the way up into the trees. The vast majority are way beyond where they can be reached without breaking your neck. The grapes are big, really tough skinned, and very flavorful. They're start. I'll go up for more later. Yum. The second trip out to the muscadine fields, muscadine tree. Got another batch of grapes. Let's see what it totals up to. Second batch. Not as many, but didn't spend as much time out there. Let's see. That's 1 quart. Well, it's about 1.5 quarts of grapes. A little shy of that. We'll probably make about 4 jars of jam, maybe. Now this next step here is kind of an odd one. It's a, I don't know, you may have to do it for some other kinds of grapes. Muscadines are really tough skinned, and their insides are kind of slimy, but still they hold together. So each grape, you kind of squeeze out the inside, bit like that. That's the core, and then there's the skin, and so you separate them for separate treatment, because the skins have to be cooked a lot more to soften them up, but the pulp has got seeds in it, so you cook the pulp until it's soft, and then you force it through a sieve to strain out the seeds. The skins, you chop up and simmer them for quite a while until they're soft. The grape has a little spot right there where the stem is attached. That's where the pulp wants to come out through. So keep that down, and you'll get the pulp come out in the direction of your bowl. There, like that. The pulp just gets simmered very low heat, very gently, until it breaks up and just becomes a uniform mush. The skins get covered with water and then simmered, boiled a little more vigorously for longer until they soften. The skins probably take a half an hour or more to really soften up. I just poke them down, stir them around a little bit, make sure they don't run out of water. The pulp, I'm going to start to simmer. Doesn't take as long. One of the things that happen sometimes with the muscadines is that they'll suddenly give off an aroma But it smells like something died. It really does smell awful. It will just come out in a rush. Like, probably about this point where I start mashing the pulps with the potato masher. Always makes me think about the way locals pronounce the name of this vine. They call them muscadines. And they can be really musky sometimes to the point that you'll think there's something wrong. But it passes. It doesn't wind up being a flavor in the jam when you're done. So these still need some more cooking because they're still holding their shape. You need to pretty much turn into runny applesauce with seeds so that you can put it through the sieve. This looks about right. It's not really, it's really runny and loose. And the seeds are pretty well just floating free in the mash now. So we will take that off the heat and let it cool down for a bit. We have our pulp, our colander, and our bowl. Start out optimistically with a spoon, mashing the pulp through the sieve, and you see that a lot of it comes through. You see that down there. There, it seems to have gotten most of it. One of the things I do to decide if the skins are ready is I kind of see how soft and mushy they are. So pull one up, let it cool a little bit, and just see if it tears apart pretty easily, which these do. They're going to get cooked some more also, so it's alright if they're still a little bit tough. Pull one out. You can see it kind of falls apart pretty easily, so I think that's done. Okay, so we'll put the slightly cooled down skins. Not cool down a lot, I just want to put them in the boiler. And all their juice, which has all that good purple color in it. Throw that in the blender. Then blend. Not a lot, just basically to chop. So there's not big chunks of skin in there, but you don't need to really make a full-blown puree out of it either, because the skins will be soft enough to mush around and chew, and if you puree them too much, you'll kind of be taking away all the body of the jam. I just put that back in the same pot. We add the pulp to that. Stir all this together. Now it's time to add the sugar.